Minecraft recently released a new first look at the Sulfur update, and it's kind of a mess. Today we're going to be talking about Minecraft and the interesting Sulfur update, covering what it's about, what it does to the game, and is this a good update. First we're going to be talking about what the Sulfur update actually is. The Sulfur update has two big things, the Sulfur Caves and the Sulfur Cubes. We're mainly going to talk about the Sulfur Cubes, but we'll get to that in a minute. For the first time in forever, we finally have an update in the underground of Minecraft. Introducing the Sulfur Caves. These caves add a brand new atmosphere to the game. The name of the cave speaks for itself, with sulfur as the main block living here, as well as red cinnabar. The cave's colors look pretty cool, but they kinda look like ketchup and mustard caves. Also, there are some new toxic pools of sulfur gas, and when stepping in a pool, you get a nausea effect. Cool, but okay. Also, there are some new blocks you can build with, like the sulfur and cinnabar polished blocks. They pretty much have the full blocks except for these hot dog blocks. I kinda like the new caves because it's unique and it looks sick, so I'm excited to explore these. But I don't really like the color of these blocks, and I'm definitely not going to use these two blocks on their own as a combination for builds. They just look kinda bad in my opinion. Also, they're pretty much just red and yellow concrete blocks with a little bit of texture. I at least hope these blocks are actually useful to the game other than making water toxic. Now about the Sulfur Cubes. The Sulfur Cubes bounce around in the Sulfur Cave just like slimes do. They're white yellowish and have faces like this. That's all I can write about the Sulfur Cube's atmospheric presence. But they do something more. Well, kind of. These Sulfur Cubes are interesting because they're attracted to the item entity of the block you're holding. So if you drop a block, they're going to be bouncing to it. Once at the block, the Sulfur Cube does some weird wizard action and fuses with the block, and changes their appearance to the block. This is kinda weird already, but bear with me. They also have superpowers to share the same physical effect of the block. An example is when you throw a wool on the floor and the cube picks it up, when you hit it, it will act as a passive non-damageable entity, kind of like a ball. Also, the wool will make it have less gravity, like an airy feel, and wood will make it bouncy. As well as metal like iron, it would have more gravity and act more heavy, but ice, and it will glide across like slippery. Why is this bad? Well, it's not bad, but it doesn't really add anything to the game. The developers were just thinking of the minigames that would work with this mob like soccer and golf. The problem is that that's all it does, and they weren't thinking of what it would do for a single player world or in a speedrunning where you wouldn't play ball games unless you have no friends and decide to play golf. You're probably thinking, well, Minecraft added bees and turtles, but they do nothing to the game. Which that is true. At least these mobs act as an environmental mob where they don't need to do anything but just be there for the vibe and the life of the game. If Mojang removed armadillos, it would make the game feel less natural and kind of feel like it's missing something. The Sulfur Cubes don't act like this, because they already bounce around like the slime cubes and feel more like a mod than a feature. Also, if they're going to create an entirely new mob, they need to create an entirely new mob. It just seems like the slimes and magma cubes. Like we already have enough bouncing mobs. If they were gonna make something that acts as a ball and is used for minigames, they shouldn't make it a mob that has a face. Like I kinda feel bad for the Sulfur Cube. Its entire life purpose and sole existence is to be a freaking soccer ball. It would be better if this was some cool new block that has advanced physics and would bounce around if you hit it instead of an alive creature. Another thing is the name, like Sulfur Cube, that absorbs blocks on the floor. What is this, Minecraft education? I want to play the game, not learn about the periodic table of elements. It really doesn't feel like an actual mob. Like when I saw the game drop and saw what it did, I thought the developers just got their calendar wrong and must have been confused on when April Fool's actually was. Like I was saying, it feels more like a community made mod than a Minecraft official mod. To me, it just breaks Minecraft's vanilla identity. Also, the new caves are pointless for solo survival players unless you're using the blocks specifically for aesthetics and building. Back to the name of the mobs in the caves. Some players find the name Sulfur detracting from Minecraft's own unique environment and established setting. Mojang added sulfur and cinnabar blocks instead of something more creative and fantasy themed like brimstone, for example. I don't know. The Sulfur Cube and the new cave system is kinda debated between Minecraft players, which makes sense. I guess you could say the Sulfur Cube is great for minigames, but confusing and absolutely pointless for survival and speedrunning. Sulfur Caves, one could say, are great for visuals, but lacks the survival rewards Minecraft has. The potent sulfur could be used for traps, so I guess that's the only solid thing. But I honestly think no one is gonna use this long term. Sorry for the late video on the update. I'm trying my hardest to get out these good high quality vids for you guys, and would really appreciate if you got this far to subscribe if you want to, or at least give me a like. And with that, what do you guys think about the update? And see you in the next video.